baby class reading lesson. And you are all welcome to today's lesson. We are going to learn how to read, but we start by reading the letter sounds. Before we do that, someone's saying, teacher, I can't see you. Abigail, if you are using a phone, it seems you swiped the page where I was. Just continue, just swipe back, you will see teacher. Swipe back, you will see teacher. Now, as I was saying, we are having a baby class reading lesson. But before we start, let us start with a word of prayer. There's someone who has joined with a Technospark phone. Please rename yourself so that I can call you by name. Teacher Dennis, please pick someone to pray for us before we start this lesson.
Okay.
And the rest of us together, eyes closed. Yes, who's praying for us?
Jordan.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. Oh God, let this learning which we are going to learn in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And everybody say amen. Thank you for that prayer, my dear children. And today, what is the date today? Today is Monday, 20th September 2021. Today is Monday, and it's always good to know the day. It's always good to know the date. Today is Monday, 20th September 2021. And what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn letter sounds. And today we are going to learn letter sound. We are going to learn letter sound. But before we do that, I want someone to raise up their hand and remind us of the sound we learned last week. There's a sound we learned last week. Before I teach you a new sound, I want someone to tell us, which sound did we learn last week? Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell us the sound we learned last week.
Odyssey.
Yes. Which sound did we learn last week? It is sound. Sound. And the song for that, let me even write it on the board. And I remember I told you that when you are writing sound, you first bring the bat. Bring your bat, then you bring your ball. That is the sound we learned last week. And most of you learned how to write it. And there are some friends of sound up here. I hope you can see my sound. We have a bag. Bag begins with sound. Bed begins with sound. I am going to put a sound up here on my board. And I want you to tell me what sound it is. I'm going to write a sound here. And I want you to tell me what sound it is. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell me what sound this is. Someone, what sound is this? Raise up your hand. Raise your hand.
Abigail.
Yes, what sound is this? Yes.
Sophia.
Sophia, what sound is this? Very good. The sound is the sound up. And I told you sound up. You pretend as if ants are moving on your arm. And you try to remove them. And as you remove them, you say up. Let us sing that song for sound up. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. They're causing me alarm. Ah. That is the song for sound up. But today, my dear children, we are going to learn a new sound. We are going to learn a new sound. And that sound is
Hello, Teacher Robinah.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're not hearing, but we can now hear.
Can you see me well?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Is it my video upside down? Hello, Teacher Dennis.
Yes, teacher.
Is the video fine if it's not upside down?
The video is okay.
Okay. So my dear children, today we are learning sound. But before we do that, let me tell you a story about sound. Let me even sit very well and I tell you my story. Oh, Teacher Dennis, someone is saying they cannot see me. Let me just confirm here. Okay. Teacher Dennis, in the meantime, hope that you if you can go through the Google Classroom as I put my video, right? I'm seeing there's a problem with the video. Help me go through the Google Classroom as I put the video, right? Sorry about that. My video is quite upside down.
Google Class.
Hello, Teacher Dennis. Hello, Teacher Dennis. We cannot hear you.
Hey, Madam Robinah.
We were not hearing you. Okay, welcome back, my dear children. Sorry about that. But before my video tilted, can you hear me, Teacher Dennis?
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay. Before my video tilted, my dear children, I told you that we were going to learn sound, and I was going to tell you a story. When I say story, you say story, come. Story. Hey, no one wants the story to come. Story. Teacher Dennis, speak someone.
You can't listen. The teachers want to listen to you.
Story. Wow, the story is coming. Hello. Sorry, when I went off, but I'm now back and I'm ready to tell you my story. Once upon a time, you say time. Once upon a time.
Time.
There lived a little girl. Can you see the little girl? Her name was called Carol. Carol. Yes. Carol was the name of the little girl. And do you know what, my dear children? That little girl lived in a castle. Carol lived in a castle. Can you see the castle? It is all big. It has a big door. It has big walls. And Carol lived in a castle. Let me put them here. You, come here. Yes, Carol lived in a castle. Carol lived in a castle. One day, her friends came to visit her. Carol had some friends. One of her friends was called Camel. Camel was one of Carol's friends. Are you seeing that, Camel? Camel was Carol's friend. You, Camel, you're Carol's friend. Come here. Come here. And when Camel came to visit Carol, Camel came with a car. Camel brought Carol a car. Who can tell me the color of the car? Teacher Dennis, speak, someone tell me the color of this car. Camel brought Carol a car. I think you can see the beautiful red car. Yes, Daniel has said it is red. Thank you for writing in the chat. Camel brought Carol a red car. You car, come here. Come here. And you know what? Carol had another friend. And that friend was called Cat.
You will only speak.
Cat also came to visit
Okay.
Carol. Cat came to visit Carol. You cat, thank you for being Carol's friend. And Carol was so happy to see Cat. So you cat, come here. You are Carol's friend. And do you know what? Carol came with, Cat came with a carrot. Cat came with a carrot. Cat brought carrot for Carol. You carrot, you're very beautiful. Come here. Let us put our carrot here. Cat brought carrot for Carol. And Carol was so happy. And you know what, my dear children? It was Carol's birthday. It was Carol's birthday. It was Carol's birthday. And Carol brought out this beautiful cake. Can you see the cake? Someone count for me the candles on the cake. Teacher, let me speak someone to count the candles on the cake. I want someone to count for me the candles on the cake. Oh, you can write in the chat and tell me.
Again.
1, 2, 3.
How many candles on the cake?
3.
Count again.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. There were 3 candles on the
Yes.
cake. Yes. So Carol brought out the cake because it was her birthday. And she wanted to celebrate her birthday with her friends. You cake, come here. Come here, come here. Yes. And you know what else? Carol also brought out cookies. Can you see them? How I love cookies. They are so sweet. She also brought out cookies. You cookies, you are so sweet. Come here. Come here. And you know what? Carol also prepared some tea in a cup. Carol prepared some tea in a cup. And so she brought out some tea to share with her friends. Beauty, come here. So Carol, her friend Kama, Cat, they ate cake, carrot, cookies, and took tea in cups on Carol's birthday. They ate the carrot, they ate the cake, cookies, and took some tea. And they were so full and so happy. So they said, since Camel has brought a car, let us go out for a ride. So they all entered the car which Camel had brought, and they went for a ride in the car. And as they were in the car, they were singing. And they were singing like this. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. So they sang that song. They continued singing and they learned the song. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. So they sang as they were driving themselves in the car. And my dear children, I heard a sound. I heard a sound. With my ears as I was listening, I listened to Carol's name. And I heard Carol's name begins with the sound. Then I also listened. And I heard with my ears that castle begins with sound. So I said, let me come to my friends in baby class and tell them the story of Carol and sound. You sound, come here, come here. So I said I have to tell my friends about the sound. Sound. Teacher Dennis, I want you to pick someone. Pick someone to tell me anything here which begins with the sound. Because me, I heard with my ears that the name Carol begins with the sound. I also heard castle begins with the sound. And I also heard camel begins with the sound. Someone over there, tell me anything you know which begins with this sound. Teacher Dennis, speak someone to tell me anything beginning with the sound.
Carrot.
Hello?
Carrot.
Carrot. Let us listen. Let us listen. Carrot. Very good. Carrot begins with the sound. Aha. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell me anything beginning with sound. Thank you. My dear friend say, carrot begins with the sound. That was very good. Pick someone else to tell us.
We have Musing.
Yes. Yes, we cannot hear you, my dear. Tell us anything beginning with the sound.
Cynthia.
Yes. Oh, my friends seem to be having network problems. You can also write in the chat and tell us anything, any word or any picture beginning with sound. Hello?
Carrot.
Carrot. Carrot. Very, very good. Carrot. Cake and candle. Candles. Cookies. Cookies. Cup. Cup begins with sound. And if you don't want to forget the sound, you do the action. Like this, as if you are clicking castanets like this. So, cup begins with sound. Cookies begin with sound. Teacher Dennis, pick someone, one more person to tell us anything beginning with sound.
Kakai.
Yes. Tell us anything beginning with sound. Tell us anything beginning with sound.
Cup. Cup. Cup.
Very good. Cup begins with sound. Sound. And my dear children, when we are writing sound, we we make a front curve. It is so easy. A front curve is sound K. Now that we know that this is sound K, it is good to also know how to write it. It is good to also know how to write sound K. Sound K is a front curve. I want you to point your finger out like this and make a front curve. Point your finger. A front curve. Sound K is shaped like a front curve. Start from around up here and K. Are you doing that, my dear children? Sound K. You can write it in the air. K. You can write a big one. K. And you can write a small K. That is sound K. Teacher Dennis, big someone to tell me whether they have been writing sound K in the air. Oh, am I muted? Okay.
No, we can hear you.
Okay. Big someone to tell us whether they have written sound K in the air.
We have nowhere.
Noel, tell us. Have you written sound K in the air?
Yes.
Very good. Now it is time for us to learn how to write sound K. Get out your books. Get out your book and pencil. And as you get out your books and pencil, I'm going to sing the song for sound K so that you can remember it. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. You can use both hands. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. I hope everyone is ready with their book. Sound K. We are going to trace sound K. And when we are tracing, we begin from up here, from this dot. We join the dots, join the dots, join. And there you have your sound K. Let us join these dots also. You join the dots, join the dots, join the dots. Wow, a beautiful sound. Let us continue tracing, my dear children. Start from this first dot here. You join the dots, join the dots, join the dots. And wow, sound. Begin from here, join the dots nicely, join, and there we have a sound. Continue, join the dots, join. Wow, another sound. Join the dots. Join the dots, join, and wow, a beautiful sound. If you have finished tracing, write in the chat. Write in the chat and let me know. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell us whether he or she has finished tracing sound. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell us whether he or she has finished tracing sound. I want to know. You can also write in the chat and say, Teacher Robinah, I have finished tracing sound.
Addition.
Chứ không camera. Tụi mình cho qua câu.
Have you? Are you tracing sound? Are you tracing that? Yes. Tell us. Are you tracing sound?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Lovely, lovely, and nice. Wrap up back to you. Even Ezekiel done has said he has finished. You can write in the chat and say, Teacher Robinah, I have finished. I have finished tracing sound and sound. It's so easy. A front curve. Sound is a front curve. And as you trace, oh, Marjorie has also finished. Very good. Good job. Now that you have finished tracing sound, it is time for us to write it without dots. Because I know you can write it in the air. You can trace it. Now, I also want you to be able to write sound. So, get ready. Sound is so easy. It's just a front curve. A front curve. Let us begin writing it. So you can begin from around here. Then you curve it. Front curve. Sound. Begin from around here. Continue, you curve it. And there we have a front curve. Continue practicing. Sound is a front curve. It is shaped like a front curve. Sound. Start from here. Go there. And the curve faces in front. And that's our sound. Start from here. And let the curve face in front. And as you write, don't forget that sound has friends like cat, cake, camel, castle, cup. Sound. Have you seen that? Sound is so easy. If you are finished practicing or if you are writing, write in the chat and let me know if you are writing sound. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell us whether they are writing sound. Pick someone.
Okay.
Yes.
Hosea and Shalom.
Yes. Tell us. Are you writing sound? Yes.
Hosea and Shalom.
Oh, Ezekiel has finished.
Teacher, we are writing.
You are writing. Very good. Continue, continue.
Teacher.
Oh, yes, continue practicing, continue. Sound, 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 and sound has friends. Wow, Joshua Ezra has finished. Lovely, lovely, and nice. Rapapa to you. Oh, you'll share some cake. You eat some cake. Aha. Erica Myra is writing. Super. Lovely, lovely, and nice. Rapapa to you. I want to know those who are writing. If you are writing, type in the chat and tell us, teacher, I am writing. Teacher, I am writing sound. Okay. Now, my dear children, continue. If you have finished writing, I want to show you something. I'm going to point to a sound and you tell me what sound it is. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell me. Let me even bring it in front so that they can see it. Oh, Nasuna LC has finished. Very good. Teacher Dennis, pick someone, tell me what sound this is.
Okay, I'll pick Lugasa Jackson.
Yes, Jackson, tell us. What sound is this? Yes. Erica Myra is writing. I picked someone, tell us, what sound is this?
Eve, let's have Eve.
Yes, Eve, tell us.
You speak.
Yes. It is sound. Very
It's a
good.
Sound.
Lovely and nice. Rapapa, rapapa. Good. This is sound. Sound. So, I am going to put up a picture. And you tell me the sound it begins with. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell me what this is. And also tell me what sound it begins with.
Maureen, we have Maureen.
Yes. Maureen, tell us, what is this? And what sound does it begin with?
A car.
Car. Very good. And car begins with which sound? Begins with which sound? Yes. Car begins with the sound. The letter, that is the letter name, but I'm talking about the sound. What sound does car begin with? Because when you say the word car, you hear the sound. Car. Car. Yes. Car begins with sound. Car. Car. You hear, when you say the word car, you hear sound. Very good. I'm going to put, Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell me what this is and what sound it begins with.
We have Jemima.
Yes, Jemima, what is this? Yes. Cat. And cat begins with which sound? Begins with which sound? Begins with sound. Cat begins with the sound. Cat. Cat. When you say the word cat, you hear sound. Cat. Cat. Very good. One last person. Tell us. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to tell us what this picture is and the sound it begins with.
Elijah.
Yes, Elijah.
Elijah.
What is this? And which sound? Cup. Which sound? Yes.
A cup.
Very good. Cup begins with which sound, my dear? Very good. Flowers and cake for you. Cup begins with sound. Cup. Cup. You are clever children. Lovely, lovely and nice. A cake, carrot, and cookies for you. Now that you know sound, you know how to write it. Let us color. Let us color sound. Let us color our sound. Today we are going to color sound with color orange. Today we are going to color sound with color orange. But how does color orange look like? Color orange, where are you? Where is color orange? I cannot find it. Someone help me. Color orange, where are you? Here I am. Color orange looks like this. This chair is color orange. This chair is color orange. So we are going to color our sound with color orange. But I want someone to spy around my classroom. Spy with your little eyes. And if you see anything color orange, you tell me. Teacher Dennis, pick someone to spy around my classroom and tell me anything they see which is color orange.
We have Tillman.
Spy. Spy with your little eyes and tell me anything orange you see in my classroom. Yes.
Tillman.
Tell us. Oh, Marjorie has written it there. Thank you, Marjorie. I want someone to speak it out. Thank you, Marjorie. You know color orange. Yes.
Color orange.
Yes. Tell me something orange in my class.
Color orange.
What is orange in my classroom here?
Color.
Carrot. Very good.
Carrot.
The carrot is color orange. Lovely, and nice. A carrot, a cake, and cookies for you. So we are going to color our sound with color orange. Make sure you color within the sound only. You color nicely with color orange. And as you color with color orange, you can sing for color orange. And say, orange is the best color I've ever seen. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Oh, it is the best orange. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Oh, it is the best orange. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. Orange is the best color I've ever seen. And there I have colored my sound with color orange. I have colored my sound with my color orange. My dear children, now that we know sound, we can write sound and we can color sound. One more thing, we are going to make sound. We are going to make sound. We are clicking castanets. So we are going to make our sound. You can use Play-Doh, you can use clay, paper mache, whatever you can. You can improvise to make sound. And don't forget that sound is a front curve. Sound is a front curve. Let me put it back here. Don't forget that sound is so easy, a front curve. So you can get your clay, whatever you can get to make, because I want you to use your hands when you are making for me sound. So you first make a line like that. After that, you carve it. Yes, you carve it nicely like that. You see, it's so easy. And you paste on a piece of paper. And you paste on a piece of paper. And there we have our sound. Very easy, very easy. Just get your Play-Doh, clay, paper mache. First roll, you roll. You roll, and as you're making, you can sing the song for sound. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. That is sound. So easy to make. So easy. Just make a front curve, and you can make as many as you want. You can make as many as you want. And that is a sound. Sound. As we end this lesson, my dear children, Teacher Dennis, let someone sing with me the song for sound. I want to sing with someone who has learned the song because I have been singing it. I want to sing with you a song for sound. Pick someone to sing with me. If they pick you, you can follow along. Pick someone to sing with me the song. Yes. Are you ready? I'm going to start, then you follow along. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Richard Dennis, you can also pick Joshua Ezra. Pick someone else to sing with me that song for sound. Yes.
We are clicking castanets.
We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets.
One more time. We are clicking castanets. Again.
You see.
One
We
more
are
time.
clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets.
We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets.
Thank you. Lovely, lovely, and nice. Rapapa to you. Whenever you sing that song, remember sound. And remember that sound has friends. Carrot begins with sound. Cookie begins with sound. Cake begins with sound. Camel begins with sound. Castle begins with sound. And the name Carol begins with sound. My dear children, I'm ending here for now, but I want you to rush to the Google Classroom. There's some work for you there. Make sure you do it and hand it in. Then I'll be so happy. Oh, where's my happy face? I'll be so happy and say these children are clever and they are doing their work very well. Over to you, Teacher Dennis.
All right, madam. In the Google Classroom, you will get this presentation. I just want to show you and look at some of the contents you will see. Madam, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Very good, thank you. I would want to show our friends the work. Like if you can see, These lessons, like we've been telling you, are brought to us by Edify, Christian School Owners Association, and ICT Teachers Association of Uganda. So after you've gone to Google Classroom, you're going to get this one. Madam has been teaching about letter sound C. The notes will be uploaded. You can go and check the notes. If you didn't pick somewhere very well, you'll still have opportunity to read through the presentation of whatever she has been teaching. And then at the end of the presentation, you are tasked to do an assignment. So you are not going to use this very presentation for the assignment. In the Google Classroom, maybe I can show a little bit. So I'm going to end this presentation right here and then go back to Google Classroom. If you can see, I'm opening the Google Classroom. In the very first demonstration, I guided us how to install the Google Classroom. So I'm just going to browse through my apps and then click on Classroom. In the Classroom, the lesson we've been having right now has been reading. So immediately the lesson ends, you're going to find here in this category the presentation. Apparently, there is a baby class reading assignment. It's already there. It's the one you're going to click on and then answer. After that, you return or turn in for the teacher to mark or to the teacher to score you. But in this very category, you're going to get the notes for whatever she has been teaching us about letter sound or like letter C. Lastly, but not least, for the parents who have had issues of network and have not followed very well, you simply have to go to YouTube. If you have a phone, you open YouTube like I'm opening. And then while it is open, you type there Christian School Owners Association, Christian School Owners Association. And right there, you can see the lesson is live. Our lesson, which the teacher has been teaching, is here. Nursery baby class reading lesson is live there. So I want to recommend you still go to YouTube and rewatch the lesson. If there are challenges you'll meet, Madam has always shared our contact in the WhatsApp group. I would recommend you can get back to her in the WhatsApp group. Ask the question, she will respond and guide you. Want to appreciate you at last, parents, for supervising and providing data together with all the resources necessary to allow the learners benefit from this learning process. Otherwise, like I said, we are very grateful to Edify Uganda, grateful also to Christian School Owners Association, and we are very grateful to ICT Teachers Association of Uganda. Thank you very much, Teacher Robinah, for the very good lesson. I would hope we would ask the learners finally to say bye to you. Mugisha Dennis.
Teacher Dennis, before they say bye, thank you, Teacher Dennis, for that, for taking us through the Google Classroom. But before the children say bye, there's someone who has a question here. I think that is Ezekiel Dan. Ezekiel Dan Mutale has a question. I think let us take that question before we end. Help me and unmute Ezekiel Dan Mutale. He has a question. Yes, you can ask your question.
Teacher, can we mold when on the phone?
Pardon?
The phone.
I'm not getting that question very well. Did you get it?
Can we mold on?
Oh, you're asking how you can model on the phone.
How can we model on the phone?
You cannot model on the phone. You have to use your hand. Yes. Thank you for the question. But with modeling, you have to use your hands. The way I was showing you, you use your hands. So for that, you have to use your hands and do the model Then you take a photo with your phone and up you can, where you got the work, you just return. You take a screenshot, you add it, then you return. We cannot model on the phone. It's the hands that we use to do all these models. We use the hands. So if you are using a phone for this particular activity of modeling, please use your hands, you take a screenshot, then you forward it for marking. You'll see somewhere add and return. Thank you. Thank you for that. Maybe let us take, Teacher Dennis, let us take one more hand, one more question before we end. We still have some 5 minutes.
Nakato Babide.
Nakato Babide, please ask. Oh, maybe Nakato's hand was just up.
Now I've lowered all your hands. If you have now a question, put up your hand because I've finished. Okay. I'm beginning with him. Hello? Please.
Yes, teacher. But Jacob Duffy. Such a such juices than how.
Eve, please ask your question. Eve.
Teacher, my question is, what if we use these things here? I don't know whether you can see it. Is it okay? We have to get a clay.
Turn on your video, I'm not seeing it.
Let me turn it on.
Turn on, I've allowed and turn on.
This one. Can you see it?
I'm not seeing it. Not yet.
It's here. Hope you can see.
Okay, I'm not seeing it, but whatever you can improvise to make sure, whatever you can improvise to model that sound,
Okay.
it's fine. Yes, whatever you can, if you cannot get the clay, you cannot get the plate dough, improvise something. You can even decide to get thread. You can,
have you seen it?
Okay, that is nice. You can even decide to get thread and you stick. You make that sound. Whatever you can access, if you cannot access what I've told you, can use anything. All I want to see is that the children are using their hands to make the model. Okay. Thank you very much. You can now turn off your video. I think the children can show us their work as we say bye. Teacher Dennis. Teacher Dennis.
Hello.
As we say bye, I want you to turn on your video.
Wait, hold on.
Hello?
Hello.
There's a question. Yeah, go on.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, yes, I have a question. This is Josiah's mom.
Yes.
Thank you for the services, but mine was about the meeting we had last time as parents and you know, children's parents and the children themselves. Like I had a serious question, but I raised up my hand like several times, but they never saw me and I went out like that.
Yes.
And that question was really like very important for us to know it. Can I ask the question now or?
You can ask.
It was for the meeting. I asked. The question was like, since we are a Christian, like, you know, founded like school and funding all these, it is also important like to start with a Bible verse, like for the children to learn. Because usually in their schools, where we take them, they teach them how like to learn a Bible verse and Jesus, and like they go back home with a verse. But now here I've not seen it since we've started learning. Like we pray, but they don't have that verse in them that teaches them the word of God. So it was important for us also to impact it as a school.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to ask, but they never picked me. And please kindly, if they are picking, they should also like consider us who are in the meeting. Like we may have very important questions, but they never picked and you just go with it like that.
Okay, and sometimes what you have to do, you write in the chat. type in there's that type of chat. You just type your question because your two sometimes your many and all of you cannot be big. So
And
what
now,
you do, you just type in the chat. Your question will be looked at, can be responded to.
yeah, what happened? They unmuted the chat and they were not like allowing people to chat a lot because they were talking a lot of like things that they couldn't like consider concentration. So I went back with that question. But thank you very much for allowing me ask it.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you
Yeah,
very
but
much for that suggestion. We shall look into it. Okay, for now, everyone show us your work and we say bye. Bye.
Bye.